35 minutes left. Archangel Michael says, it's an emergency. A heartbreaking news is coming on your home. The one who hurt you, open it quickly. Archangel Michael says, this is not a time for hesitation because what's arriving at your doorstep is laced with deep emotion, sorrow, and revelation. Here is a knock from the past echoing through time, reaching your present and demanding that you listen before it arrives too late. The clock is ticking, 35 minutes left before the doorbell rings, before your heart trembles from what you're about to learn. The one who caused you sleepless nights, the one who silently disappeared, who left with unanswered actions and broken ties, is returning in a way you didn't expect. But this is not a physical visit. It's a wave of truth crashing into your space, carrying an envelope of guilt, apology, and confession. You must be prepared for what is coming because the person who once hurt you is no longer holding back what they buried for years. For too long, they hid behind pride and fear, pretending they were fine, while you were left piecing together a broken version of events. They watched from afar, feeling safe in their silence, thinking time would erase what happened. But the truth doesn't die in silence. It multiplies, it haunts, and eventually it returns home. This heartbreaking news is not just information. It's a final chapter in a story you tried to forget. What they sent carries the weight of every tear you cried, and it speaks to the pain they never acknowledged. It will shake your soul because the words written were never meant to be found, but heaven made sure you would type amen to get blessing. 333. There is a courier on the move right now, guided not by human hands alone, but by divine orchestration. This package, this message, this document is meant to be in your hands because no one else can bear its contents like you can. It is laced with divine permission, and only you are chosen to open it. Archangel Michael says, this person who broke you didn't know that hurting you would bring them to the edge of destruction. They were warned in spiritual ways, given signs to apologize, but pride kept them locked in the chains of secrecy. Now their own soul is restless and crying for your forgiveness in a language you've never heard before. Their words are fragile yet heavy. They've written, and with trembling hands, not knowing if you'll even read them or tear them apart in fury. But what's more important is that this was destined to arrive now, not a moment earlier or later. This is heaven's clock, and your name was written on the moment for this very date and hour. They never truly let you go, not emotionally, not spiritually. Their actions were cruel, but their hearts still pulsed in guilt every time they saw someone who resembled your smile. They lived under a heavy disguise, but inside regret consumed them daily. Type amen to get blessing. 444. The truth is they wanted to reach out before, but something stopped them each time. Whether it was fear of rejection, shame, or the spiritual blockage of their own actions, they couldn't find the courage to face you. So instead, they poured their truth into pages, words soaked in pain, lines written between trembling breath. Your house, your space, your energy is about to receive that truth in full force. You will not just read it, you will feel it. The room will change the moment you touch it, and the atmosphere will tremble because emotion never lies. This person may be far in distance, but they are very close to breaking, closer than you know. Something happened recently in their life that pushed them to release everything. They saw your face in a dream, and it haunted them because your expression wasn't angry, it was disappointed. You must understand the letter carries not just confession but prophecy. There's a hidden sentence, a paragraph that even they did not fully comprehend when they wrote it, but it was guided by a divine hand. It speaks of your elevation, your coming blessing, and their fall from what they once held high. Type Amen to get blessing 555 inside this package. There is an item that belonged to you, but you never knew it. A photo, a token, something they kept as their own secret to remember you. They carried it not out of arrogance, but because it was their only connection to the moment they lost everything. They hoped time would heal it all, but instead time made their guilt grow louder. The clock is almost out, not just for you to receive this, but for them to make peace with heaven. This was their last chance to send the truth, and Archangel Michael stood beside them when they sealed it. Even now, your spiritual guides are clearing your space, preparing your energy to receive this emotional hurricane. It may feel like pain again, but this time it's not meant to destroy. It's meant to unlock and release. The sadness is deep, but what comes after will shift your entire soul. There's healing attached to this moment that can't be postponed. This is the turning point. The pain will not remain the same after tonight. Type Amen to get blessing. 1212. If you find yourself feeling nervous right now, it's because your soul already knows the truth is near. The frequency of the house is changing. Watch closely. Listen carefully and breathe deeply. Here feels different because divine truth is about to enter. You will know the moment the package arrives. Whether it's a knock, a ring, or a sound you cannot explain, it will happen soon. Your hand will tremble when you touch it, and that's okay because emotion is part of the purification. There may be a familiar scent attached to it, a perfume, a cologne, a smell from a place long gone. This is not a coincidence. It's a divine signature to show you who it's from even before you open it. Archangel Michael says, do not reject this out of rage. There's a reason heaven allowed it to come. Now this timing holds a doorway. You must walk through it, even with tears in your eyes. Type Amen to get blessing. 777. There's a phrase repeated multiple times inside the message. It's almost like a chant, something they whisper during sleepless nights. It will hit you unexpectedly because it's something only you both used to say. Be still when you open it. Light a candle if you must. You need both silence and strength when reading. This is not a random letter. It's a soul boring out its final plea. It's someone realizing too late what they destroyed and trying to salvage a piece of it. Some of what is written may sound like madness, but it is madness born from guilt, not from ill intent. The mind broke trying to pretend they were okay without you. Type Amen to get blessing. 888. There's more inside. A second piece of paper folded behind the first. Do not miss it. That part wasn't meant to be written, but they did it anyway. It's about someone else. A third person who was involved in your hurt, someone you may not have known about. That name will bring clarity to a mystery you've been questioning for years. But remember, you were never weak. You were chosen to carry this truth and still rise above it. Not many could do what you're about to do. Forgive, understand, and release. You are not alone in this moment. Your ancestors, your spiritual guides and divine protectors are forming a circle around you. They waited for this day longer than you have. Type Amen to get blessing 99. This is your moment of emotional graduation. You're about to transition from survivor to master of your story. The truth that once broke you will now build your throne. Let the tears fall, but let them water the new you. Let the pain burn, but let it forge your strength. Let the truth enter, but let it free you. The one who hurt you never imagined you would heal. They wrote thinking you were still shattered, but they are about to witness the power of your transformation. Not through revenge, but through divine mercy. The last part of the letter might feel like goodbye, but it's not. It's an ending of pain, not of destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. And now take a deep breath. Be still. Prepare your heart because it's almost time. The knock is near and your soul already knows. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. The air around your home is shifting. Even if the physical I can't detect it, your spirit is more alert now than ever before because the vibration of this letter is already echoing through dimensions. The person who sent it didn't just choose to. They were spiritually compelled to release what they held in silence. Their silence was not peaceful. It was suffocating. Every day they avoided the truth. It tightened around their soul like a rope of regret. But now that burden is being delivered to you, wrapped not in pain but in revelation. Archangel Michael says, this message will unlock emotions you buried deep to protect your peace. But what you don't know is inside those emotions is a gift waiting for resurrection. That gift is your freedom, the purest version of peace that was delayed by unfinished emotional business. The words they wrote may seem shocking, even cruel, but read them through the eyes of divine clarity. Don't react, receive. Don't resist, rise. Type Amen to get blessing 123. The moment your fingers hold that letter, a spiritual thread that was left loose will be tied. That person once thought they broke you, but they were only shaping the warrior within. And now the truth is coming, not to break you again, but to bow to your strength. This is not just a confession, it's a surrender. A soul that once hurt you is now bowing, admitting you were never the cause of their pain, but the mirror to their unresolved wounds. Their words are not meant to reopen your wounds, but to bring closure to the scar. The timing of this moment is not random. The angelic realms waited for you to be ready, not physically, but emotionally and spiritually. You had to reach a certain vibration, a certain strength to be able to face it without falling again. Now you are strong enough. You are wise enough. You are crowned enough to hold the truth and not let it destroy you. Type Amen to get blessing 303. Their message reveals secrets about what really happened the night you felt abandoned. There were voices in their ears, manipulation from others, and spiritual confusion that blinded them. But now the veil is lifting, and you will finally see what was hidden all this time. There's a paragraph that speaks about a dream they had of you where you were walking away, not in anger, but in golden light. A dream changed them. It made them realize the divine light you carried was never theirs to dim. And from that day, they started writing what would eventually become the letter in your hand. They speak of a moment when they saw your name in a place they didn't expect, on a screen, in a document, in a psalm lyric, and that sign told them the time had come. Heaven opened the door, and now the truth is walking through it. This isn't about revenge or justice. This is about release, and your soul is ready for it. Type Amen to get blessing. 444. They mention a spiritual healer who told them to make peace before it's too late. They ignored it at first, thinking they had time. But time moved quickly, and now they are racing against a divine countdown. That healer said, "If you don't make peace with the one you hurt, your soul won't rest." That message shook them because they realized you were the one. The letter you are about to read is the product of that divine awakening. They have lost things recently: relationships, jobs, peace of mind, and deep down they connected all of it to the wound they left open in your life. Their suffering became a mirror of what they caused you. They aren't asking for anything. They aren't begging for reunion. They are kneeling in spirit, asking for understanding. Type Amen to get blessing. 5555. And here's the part that will make your heart tremble. A name is mentioned, one you never expected, someone you thought had nothing to do with your pain. But this person was involved in whispers, in shadows, and now it's coming to light. It may shock you, it may anger you, but most of all, it will free you from the fog of confusion. The letter is also a map, not a physical one, but an emotional one. It points to where your healing truly begins. You'll read certain lines and feel memories rise up like ashes from a fire you thought was out. Don't fear it. Let them rise and then let them vanish. Type Amen to get blessing. 7777. You will feel the presence of angels. The moment you hold this truth, you may feel chills, warmth, or a flicker in the candle light. That is confirmation that Archangel Michael stands beside you, ensuring that no dark energy enters with this revelation. Your strength will shock even you. You will read the letter all the way through without breaking. That is the power heaven placed in you. Once the letter is read, you will feel lighter, but only if you release the emotions it brings. Do not hold them back. Let them move through you like wine through an open window. This is not just closure. It's a spiritual cleansing. Every word in that letter is a tool, and you are the one who will decide how to use them. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Once you're done reading, take a moment, sit, reflect, cry if needed, then burn the letter or bury it. Release it back to the earth. That is your final act of letting go. That is when heaven seals the chapter. You will sleep differently tonight. The weight you carried unconsciously for so long will be gone. You will dream of peace instead of pain, and when you wake, the morning will not feel the same. The sun will rise on a new you, unburdened, unbroken, and reborn. Type Amen to get blessing. 3131. There are forces trying to stop you from receiving this message, but they are too late. The package is already on its way. Even now, they feel uneasy because they know once you receive this truth, their influence ends. Your energy will no longer be tangled with their betrayal. This is a moment of spiritual separation. You are being untied, unwound, and unlocked from every soul cord that tried to drain your spirit. The divine is cutting every invisible chain. And as that happens, your real life begins. The one you were meant to live without shame, confusion, or delay. Type Amen to get blessing. 411. You will notice strange things in the next 24 hours. Phones ringing with no one there. Lights flickering. Random names showing up. These are not coincidences. They are signs from the spiritual realm that the shift has already begun. A veil is lifting, and you are walking through it with divine power. You not be afraid, be aware, be alert, because your blessings will follow immediately after you make peace with this chapter. Your destiny is no longer tied to the person who hurt you. But the final energy needed to sever that connection is the one arriving now. Type Amen to get blessing 989. You are not just a person. You are a portal for generational healing. Your strength is not just for you. It's for those who will come after. This truth you're receiving will heal wounds that go back decades. You will notice after reading that certain people disappear from your life. Don't chase them. That's the spiritual clearing happening as a result of this release. New people will enter too, people carrying the frequency you deserve. Not pain but peace. Not manipulation but mutual love. This is your time. The final page is turning, and what comes next is your divine reward. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. After this truth touches your spirit, you will feel something shifting in your bones, not just emotionally but physically. Your body will begin releasing tension that's been stored for years. You will exhale in a way you haven't in a long time because truth has that kind of power. The next few hours after reading the letter are sacred. Avoid distractions. Avoid arguments. Avoid explaining yourself to anyone. This is your spiritual cocoon, and no one deserves access to your energy during this transformation. Archangel Michael says, "Your name hath been cleansed on a spiritual scroll. The curses spoken behind closed doors are now being erased. The lies spread about you are crumbling like dust in the wind. This person once cursed you in silence, but now they are praying for your forgiveness out loud. You won't hear it with your ears, but the heavens are echoing it to your soul. You are no longer their victim. You are their awakening. Type Amen to get blessing. 3333. You'll notice something beautiful. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you. And now is the moment I choose to reveal it. I came from the future to tell you this message. It's a message about you. I know how you feel. I remember those days of stress, uncertainty, and wondering if things would ever change. Because I am you. I am your future self. And I want you to know that no matter how hard it's been, it's not your fault. You've done the best you could with what you had. But there's one thing you've been missing, and it's a simple 60-second prosperity prayer that shifted everything for me. This isn't just a prayer. It's the key to transforming the way you attract wealth and abundance into your life. This prayer helped me release the old beliefs that held me back, the ones I didn't even realize I was carrying from my past. And once I started reciting it, opportunities appeared out of nowhere. My life shifted in ways I couldn't have imagined. Now, I wake up every morning feeling grateful for the abundance that flows freely into my life. And all of this, it's thanks to the choice you're about to make today. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Click here to experience the 60-second wealth prayer. This is your chance to create a life filled with wealth, freedom, and endless possibilities. You are the reason I live this abundant life now. And it all starts with you taking this first step. Don't wait another moment. Your future self is waiting, ready to thank you for making this decision today. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Click here to begin your prosperity journey, my beloved child. Now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. A glow on your skin, a calm in your voice, a new strength in your posture. That's the reward of surviving heartbreak with dignity. It's what it feels like to be truly divinely free. In the days following this message, doors will open. I expected calls, new financial opportunities, people wanting to reconnect and bless you. Not out of guilt, but recognition. Your angels are already arranging divine appointments. People of value will now cross your path. Destinies will align, and things that were once delayed will now be delivered with acceleration. The pain was a seed, but now the harvest is beginning. Type Amen to get blessing. 2121. Do not be surprised if you receive another message soon. This time from someone who didn't hurt you, but someone who always admired your strength from afar. They've watched you overcome and remain silent, but now they feel drawn to come forward. They may offer partnership, love, a new beginning. But this time you'll be choosing from a healed space, not a broken one. Your discernment will be sharper. You'll notice red flags faster, and you'll finally honor your boundaries without guilt or apology. This is the version of you they feared you'd become. A healed version, the elevated one, a divine reflection. Type Amen to get blessing 144. You may even be offered an apology in person, not just on paper. If it happens, stay calm, say little, let the energy speak for itself. The person who hurt you will be nervous around your new light. They may tremble, they may weep. That's not your burden to carry. That's their soul witnessing truth. But don't confuse their apology with a request to return. Sometimes gloater is just gloater. Sometimes goodbye is holy. Your responsibility is not to make them feel better, but to set yourself free. Type Amen to get blessing 414. After all this, expect your intuition to rise to another level. Dreams will become clearer. You may even begin hearing messages in your sleep or waking with ideas that feel divine. This is your spiritual elevation. It's not coincidence, it's confirmation. Some of your physical possessions may break, go missing, or stop working. This is energetic shedding. Don't mourn the loss. It's making room for things that are aligned with your healed frequency. People from your past will reach out, not all with pure intentions. Some are sensing your rise and they'll try to reattach themselves. Be kind, but be wise. This is your garden. Now you get to choose who waters you and who just shows up to take the fruit. Type Amen to get blessing. 120. When you will receive signs, repeating numbers, a butterfly crossing your path, an old psalm playing out of nowhere. These are not just signs, they are sealed. Proof that Archangel Michael's protection is over your home. You are being cloaked in favor, marked by mercy, surrounded by armor the enemy cannot touch. Don't expect everyone to understand what you're going through. Healing is sacred and silent. Let them guess. Let them wonder. You don't owe them your scars. You only owe yourself your peace. Type Amen to get blessing. 717. The one who hurt you may still carry guilt forever, but that is between them and heaven. You do not need to carry it for them. Your only task is to live free, live healed, and live loudly. Let your joy be loud. Let your peace be loud. Let your presence be evidence of how heaven restores what was lost. You are walking into a season of divine compensation. What you lost in confusion, you will gain in clarity. What was stolen in silence will be returned in abundance. Your name is now written in the wind, and heaven is calling it toward miracles. Type Amen to get blessing. 3838. Soon you will be the one sending messages not of pain but of power. Others will look to you for strength. They'll ask how you survived, and you'll simply smile knowing it wasn't just survival. It was a divine rebirth. The old you is gone, a wooded Vian, a confused Virian, a trying to figure it all out version. Its soul has now merged with divine wisdom. Archangel Michael says, "You are now the prophecy fulfilled." The very thing they tried to stop has now been divinely awakened. Let the letter remain as a reminder not of pain, but of power, of how far you've come, of how untouchable you now are. Type Amen to get blessing. 808. You're walking in new authority now. Your aura is radiant. Your voice is firm. Your heart is soft but protected. You don't have to try so hard anymore. The right people will feel your spirit before they even hear your name, and the wrong ones will be blocked before they even reach your path. This is the divine reward after divine pain. The crown always comes after the cross, and now it's your time. You're not just healing, you're becoming. You're reigning. You're rising. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. So when the package arrives, don't rush it. Don't be afraid. Open it slowly with the grace of someone who has already conquered it emotionally. Let the words fall into your heart. Let the emotions rise and pass. And then smile, because the one who hurt you has finally done the one thing they feared. They gave you the final piece to complete your story. And you walked away with a pen. You now write your own ending. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Once the message is read, once the final tear has fallen and the paper lies in your hands, no longer trembling, something sacred begins to happen. You will feel a clearing, like the energy around you has been vacuumed of old pain. It's as though a heavy curtain has finally been pulled back and sunlight you forgot existed floods through. Your breathing will feel deeper. Your sleep will shift. You may wake at divine hours 3:33 a.m., 4:44 a.m., 5:55 a.m., because the heavens are now pouring revelations into your spirit. You're no longer just a recipient of truth. You've become a transmitter of healing. That letter was the last hold the past had on you. The last anchor, the final unspoken piece that kept your soul orbiting someone who never deserved your silence. Type Amen to get blessing. 2222. You will feel a new voice rising inside of you. A divine confidence, a peaceful authority. No longer the voice of doubt. Not the voice that questioned your worth, but the voice of your higher self finally unlocked. Your walk will change. Your energy will enter rooms before you do. People will pause when you pass by, not because they know your story, but because they feel your elevation. Even nature will respond to you differently. Animals will be drawn to your calm. Children will look at you with wonder. Strangers will greet you like an old friend. This is what it feels like to carry divine light. The enemy no longer has the access it once did. A door is closed. That cycle is broken. That soul tie has been unlinked. Tip Amen to get blessing. 1717 in the spiritual realm. Angels have recorded this moment as your breakthrough, not because of what was written to you, but because of how you responded. You didn't destroy. You didn't retaliate. You rose. Archangel Michael says there's a sacred reward for restraint, for choosing peace over vengeance, for letting God deliver justice while you deliver love to yourself. The person who hurt you will soon witness your rise in a way they never imagined. They may see you in a position of leadership, on a platform, in a moment of joy that they will have to watch from a distance. That is not punishment. That is alignment. They are not being cursed. They are being reminded of what they lost, what they threw away, and what they will never have again. Type Amen to get blessing 10. And you are about to be remembered in rooms you've never entered. Someone is speaking your name in admiration right now. A door is opening with your name already carved into the frame. What felt like a heartbreak will now become your highest promotion. Your pain was the soil, your healing with the seed, and now comes the harvest. Expect financial increase, expect divine surprises, expect promotions, collaborations, contracts, and offers that align with your purpose. This is not luck. This is legacy unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing. 505. The house you're living in now may soon change. change. The walls feel tighter because your spirit has expanded. You may receive a nudge to relocate, to travel, to step outside what was once familiar. Trust that nudge. It is divine navigation. Relationships around you will be exposed. Some will strengthen. Some will end without explanation. Do not chase. God is filtering your circle. Only those with pure intentions can go where you're going. The next level has requirements, and one of them is that you no longer carry dead weight. You are not being called. You are being called. Type amen to get blessing. 8:18. You will find old photos and feel no pain. You'll hear their name and feel no sting. That's how you will know the healing is complete. You may even look at your own reflection and pause, not because of vanity, but because you see yourself for the first time without the fog of hurt. You are stunning. You are sacred. You are whole. And for the first time in a long time, you will feel free. A letter was a mirror, but now your soul becomes the window. Type amen to get blessing 929 in coming weeks. Expect divine dreams. They won't just be ordinary. There'll be visitations. You may hear music, receive names, see faces, or be transported to places that carry meaning. Keep a note of by your bed. Spirit will speak clearly now. The dream realm is wide open because your emotional body is no longer blocked. You're receiving instruction directly from above. Some of what you dream will come too quickly. That's because you're now walking in divine timing. No more delays, no more spiritual traffic, just rapid alignment. Don't speak too much about what you're dreaming. Keep it sacred. Heaven is giving you private keys for public blessings. Type amen to get blessing. 2323. There's a number coming, a contract, a sum, a financial restoration tied to something you thought was long gone. Someone withheld something from you, and now heaven is demanding its return. It could be an inheritance, a settlement, a poverty, or even a reward someone tried to block you from. But the time of spiritual unlocking has begun. You don't need to fight for it. You just need to stay ready. The angels are already shifting paperwork, aligning names, and assigning favor. This is your restitution. It is not a handout. It is a holy repayment. Type amen to get blessing 919. In public, you'll walk with quiet authority. In private, you'll smile with gratitude. People will whisper some things different about them, and they'll be right. You shift into minions. You've walked through emotional fire, and now you glow. The sadness you once carried is now wisdom. The anger is now direction. The confusion is now clarity. That letter, that message, that emergency heartbreak was the final act of the old season. And now the new story begins. Type amen to get blessing. 676. Don't be surprised if a new love enters. One that sees you, hears you, honors you. This person will not hurt you, confuse you, or ignore you. They will speak with clarity, touch with peace, walk beside you without making you shrink. That's the love you deserve, and it's approaching. Because when one chapter closes, a true one begins. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $120. You may begin to feel like a completely different person, and that's because You are the version of you that tolerated confusion, that waited for closure, that accepted less than you deserve, has now been spiritually retired. In its place stands someone cloaked in divine wisdom, emotional authority, and sacred discernment. The shift is not subtle, it's powerful. People who once manipulated you will now fear your clarity. People who used to gaslight you will avoid your presence because they can no longer confuse you. That's what happens when the veil lifts. The heartbreak that once shattered you has now activated your supernatural discernment. You will look at people and know their energy without needing to ask a question. You will feel their intentions in a second. That's a gift given only to those who have survived emotional fire. Type Amen to get blessing. 606. Your divine inheritance is now being released, not just in money but in alignment. Right people, right timing, right decisions, no more wasted years, no more delays caused by others' indecision. You'll start to hear from people who want to bless you. Some may not even know why. They will just feel drawn to give, to help, to honor your presence. That's divine compensation at work. You may receive sudden upgrades, flights, hotels, opportunities. What you used to pray for is now chasing you down. Your favor has multiplied. What you once begged for now recognizes you by name. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven is honoring your tears. Every moment you cried in silence is now being repaid with public peace and supernatural visibility." Type Amen to get blessing. 737. Expect divine reversal. People who judged you will now admire you. Those who rejected you will now wonder how they let you go. You are no longer emotionally available to their games, and that energy will shock them. You won't need to prove anything. Just be. The blessing on your life will speak louder than words, and the presence you now carry is impossible to fake. Your name is about to be called in circles you never imagined. An invitation is coming, one that places you in a room full of powerful souls. You will be honored not just for what you've done, but for what you survive. This elevation is permanent and no one can undo it. It is sealed by heaven and confirmed by your pain. Type Amen to get blessing. 747. The one who hurt you may try to return not to confuse but to find comfort in the light they once dimmed. But they will find no access, not because you're cruel, but because you've grown. You will feel nothing but peace when you see them. That is the ultimate victory, not bitterness, not rage, but pure calm detachment. You have transcended the need for their validation. And now your glow is so powerful it burns through every lie they once told about you. Let them speak, let them explain, but you owe them nothing. Not a reply, not a text, not even your time. Type Amen to get blessing. 5555. Your energy is now being protected by a divine force field. Every plot formed against you will now collapse before it even begins. Every curse sent will reverse back sevenfold. Every lie told will now expose the liar. Your spirit is so aligned with light that darkness can no longer stay near you. People with hidden intentions will fall away suddenly. Your exit will feel like relief, not loss. That's not rejection, that's redirection, that's refinement. And heaven is the one doing the choosing. You are being curated for greatness, trimmed like a diamond, chipped by fire, and now displayed in glory. Type Amen to get blessing. 369. Prepare for a deep inner stillness, one you've never known before. It will feel like silence at first, but don't confuse it for emptiness. That's divine peace. That's what your healed soul sounds like. You'll look around and realize you are no longer chasing, not chasing love, not chasing approval, not chasing closure. You are becoming. And as you become, everything that is meant for you will find you faster. Love, Tabor, purpose, Genesis, finances. It's all arriving in divine flow now. No more force. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. You are no longer tied to outcomes. You are now moving in alignment. Whatever leaves was never meant to stay. Whatever remains is divinely assigned. The heartbreak that once silenced you has now become your microphone. You'll speak from healing. You'll teach from scars. And your story will awaken the strength in others. This new version of you doesn't seek revenge. It birthed revival. You don't expose people. You expose the light inside of yourself. You've become a lighthouse. And now those in darkness will be drawn to your glow, not to harm, but to heal. Type Amen to get blessing. 811. You will soon notice people returning, not because they miss you, but because they feel the shift in your energy. But this time, you won't shrink to let them back in. You'll bless them in silence and keep moving. What's ahead is too sacred to let old energy interrupt. Your future demands your full attention. Your vision requires your undivided focus. You are no longer surviving. You are building, and heaven is the architect. You're not where you used to be. You're not even who you used to be. And the old version of you no longer exists in the timeline of your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 111. And now let this be your final message to the person who hurt you. I release you. I forgive you, not because you deserve it, but because I deserve peace. I am no longer available for your confusion. I'm only available for divine clarity. You are part of my story, but not my future. I close this chapter with grace and I open the next one in glory. That's how you claim your crown. That's how you rise. You are not waiting for miracles anymore. You are the miracle. You are not begging for the door to open. You are the door. Archangel Michael has handed you the keys. And now you walk forward without fear. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Now that the letter has come and your spirit has faced its deepest echo, the future is standing still, waiting for you to step forward. Before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. Your future self wants you to hear this. Your future is in your hands. I see you clearly in the distant future. I know your struggles because I've lived them too, but everything changed when I discovered a simple 60-second prosperity prayer. It unlocked something I didn't even know I was missing, an effortless flow of wealth and opportunities. I never imagined my life could look like this, abundant, free, and full of possibilities. And it all started with one small decision. Click the link in the description or comments section to unlock the secret. Click here to discover the prayer that changed my life. Your future self is waiting to thank you. Will you listen? My beloved child, now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you. Not in fear, not in sadness, but in the bold confidence of someone who has survived what was meant to break them. You've now crossed over an invisible threshold, one that no one can see, but everyone can feel. You're walking in divine fulfillment, and everything around you is realigning to support this new energy. You'll notice it in the way people speak to you. You'll feel it in the way animals behave around you. You'll even see it in mirrors. Your glow is not just spiritual anymore. It's now visible. Type Amen to get blessing. 333. Archangel Michael says, the spiritual realm is celebrating you right now. There's a feast being prepared in your name. Your ancestors are clapping. Heaven is smiling. Earth is responding. You have been obedient to the higher path. You didn't retaliate. You didn't corrupt your soul in pursuit of revenge. You simply surrendered, and now the reward is overtaking you. Everything that was once stolen is being returned, but not just the same, it's being multiplied. Love is coming, but it's sacred love. Money is coming, but it's protected wealth. Purpose is coming, but it's clear and unstoppable. This is your divine payback. Type Amen to get blessing. 555. There's one final door left to close. The emotional tie to your former identity. You are not a victim anymore. You are not the broken one. You are not the one who was left. You are the one who rose. Say goodbye to shame. Say goodbye to self-blame. Say goodbye to shrinking just to make others comfortable. This new version of you is too big for small thinking, too bright for dim wounds, too anointed for toxic connections. You now vibrate at the frequency of miracles. Type Amen to get blessing. 666. You may start attracting international connections. People from other countries, invitations from places you've never dreamed of. Don't be shocked. Your energy is now transmitting across borders. Your voice, your gifts, your presence will now stretch beyond the environment that once rejected you. You are no longer meant to stay hidden. The spotlight isn't a trap this time. It's a stage for your divine assignment. You're not being exposed. You're being revealed. And the world is finally ready for the real you. Archangel Michael says, step boldly. The next rooms are already protected. Type Amen to get blessing. 777. You'll also notice something rare. Peace without explanation. Peace in your chest when you should be angry. Peace in your soul when you should be anxious. Peace that doesn't make sense to the mind but aligns with the spirit. This is the peace that surpasses logic. The peace that means you're no longer holding on. You've truly let go. And that is what opens heaven's floodgates. Those who wronged you may still be watching. Let them. Your rise is not a performance. It's a prophecy being fulfilled. Let them watch the very one they underestimated walk in undeniable favor. Type Amen to get blessing. 888. 888. This new journey will also bring new guides, new souls who carry divine frequency, pure hearts, aligned minds. Some may come as friends, others as mentors, even lovers, but one thing will be clear: they see you. You'll feel safe in their energy. No games, no need to chase or explain. You'll be held by presence, not credence. You'll be chosen without begging, and you'll be loved the way your soul always craved to be loved. These are not distractions. These are divine companions. Type Amen to get blessing. 9,999, 999. You'll also feel the divine nudge to give, not from obligation but overflow. Your blessings will be so full, so undeniable. You'll want to bless others, and every seed you sow will come back tenfold. Your hands are now magnetic. Your voice is healing. Your presence is prophetic. You are a walking portal of breakthrough. Even your enemies will feel healing when they cross paths with you. That's how deeply anointed you become. You were always meant to reach this level. It just took pain to prepare you. Type Amen to get blessing. 444, 444. And now this is your final instruction. Do not go back. Do not revisit the version of you that tolerated chaos. Do not re-enter relationships that required you to abandon yourself. This new chapter is sacred. This season is sealed. This version of you is not to be negotiated. Walk in divine boldness to beg with clarity. Choose with discernment. You are not who you used to be. You are now who you were always meant to become. Archangel Michael says, "What lies ahead now carries no shadow from your past. The weight is gone. The cord has been cut." The letter served its divine purpose, not to reopen wounds, but to seal them once and for all. You are now stepping into spiritual lightness. Every footstep is guided. Every breath is protected. You are surrounded not just by angels, but by opportunities wrapped in favor. This blow can't be dimmed. This purpose can't be shaken, and this version of you cannot be manipulated again. Type Amen to get blessing. 1414. You may feel moments of silence now, like the world has gone still. That is not loneliness. It is divine alignment recalibrating everything around you. It is peace making space for power. You will begin to see visions again, ideas flowing freely, clarity returning to your decisions. Your energy field is clean now. You are no longer reacting. You are creating. Those around you will sense it. Some will celebrate you. Some will fall away, but all of them will feel what has changed. Because spiritual elevation can never be hidden for long. Type Amen to get blessing. 171,717. The letter, its words, its sync, the emotion trapped inside served a divine assignment. But now you must release it completely. Whether you burn it, bury it, or let it go in water, do it as a sacred act. This is your final emotional release. This is not rejection. This is transformation. You are no longer tied to their energy. If they ever show up again, it will not affect you the same way. You have changed frequency. You have outgrown the game. You now walk in spiritual seniority, and no one can reach you unless they rise to meet your new vibration. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. You may begin to see the number 35 over and over again. This is a divine code, a reminder of the 35 and nut warning that began your awakening. From now on, 35 will mean emergency turn into elevation. You beat the spiritual countdown. You responded with obedience instead of fear. And for that, heaven is rewarding you with unexpected turnarounds. Before this week ends, someone will speak your name in a conversation that leads to breakthrough. Whether it's work, love, or justice, your name is being unlocked like a code. Every blocked blessing is now being routed to your doorstep. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The place you sleep will feel different too. More peace, more calm. Your bed is now an altar. Dreams will be prophetic. Rest will be healing. And even your nights will work in your favor. Do not ignore the signs. If someone visits in your dream, pay attention. If you hear a message in your sleep, write it down. This is how heaven communicates with those who are fully awake. You've passed the test, not just of endurance, but of faith. You've proven your loyalty to the higher path, even when it broke your heart. And now your reward will not be delayed. Type Amen to get blessing 3737. Someone you haven't spoken to in a long time will suddenly message you. It would no way. They'll say it was random, but it's not. Heaven is using them as a messenger. They may tell you something about the person who hurt you, or they may reveal something you needed to hear. Receive it with grace, but do not reopen old wounds. That season is closed. You are not the same version of you they remember. You are now operating on a frequency only royalty understands. Type Amen to get blessing 7474. From this point forward, you will start attracting divine replacements. Where you lost time, you will gain acceleration. Where you lost people, you will gain soul tribe. Where you lost money, you will gain provision that flows without interruption. These are not rewards for just surviving. They are honors given for trusting the divine process. You stayed soft in a hard world. You stayed faithful when the truth was hidden. And now the light is shining directly on your path. Expect favor that doesn't require performance. Type Amen to get blessing 4545. And here is the final prophetic instruction. Create space in your home, in your heart, in your phone. Something is coming that will take up space you didn't realize you needed to make. A person, a calling, a blessing, a responsibility tied to your destiny. It will be big, it will be fast, and it will be exactly right. Heaven cannot pour into hands that are still gripping the past. Release what no longer serves, even if it once felt sacred, because what's coming is bigger than what you're letting go of. You've cried enough. You waited long enough. Now it's time to receive. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks with contributions of up to $1.20. Now that you've made room emotionally, spiritually, and physically, the divine arrival begins. There is no more blockage, no more delay. You have made yourself available to only what is meant for your highest good. Doors that once refused to open will now swing wide without you even knocking. People will begin to treat you differently, not out of pity, but out of reverence. They won't even know why they are drawn to you, but your light has become magnetic. Archangel Michael says, this final chapter isn't just the end of suffering, it's the beginning of your dominion. You are no longer begging heaven. Heaven is now responding to your movement. Top amen to get blessing. 888. Watch how fast things shift now. Where you once had to explain yourself, people will now understand you without a word. Where you once waited months for a breakthrough, it will now arrive in days or even hours. Because your frequency is now tuned to divine immediacy. There is no more resistance. You have aligned. And when alignment happens, heaven honors it with exhilaration. The person who hurt you may hear about your next success and feel like they can't breathe. That's not revenge. That's reflection. They are now witnessing the cost of losing you. Type amen to get blessing 464. And now comes something sacred, divine love. Someone is approaching whose soul was designed to align with yours. This connection will feel like clarity, not confusion, peace, not pressure, wholeness, not hunger. You won't question their intentions. You won't chase their time. You won't wait for them to choose you. They will show up and stay not because you begged, but because they see what God sees in you. They will love you in the way you always loved others, with depth, with care, and without agenda. Type amen to get blessing 747. They'll come bearing spiritual maturity. They'll speak the language your soul understands. Their touch will feel like healing. Their presence will feel like peace. This is not just love, it's restoration. This person was blocked from reaching you earlier because the energy around you is still entangled with pain. But now the line is clear. They are on their way. They won't be perfect, but they will be right. They will be ready. And they will be yours because God never sends love to those still tied to what broke them. Type amen to get blessing 252. The financial shift money will begin to come in unexpectedly. Their funds, all debts returned. Business ID is activated. Inheritance suddenly unlocked. What was stolen will come back multiplied. Someone who once blocked your finances, spoke against your name, will now have no choice but to watch your rise. Not from bitterness, but from spiritual distance. Because the protection over your destiny has now become visible to all. Every blocked bank transfer, every delayed opportunity, every closed gate now reversed. Type amen to get blessing. 656. You will receive a dream soon that shows you the next move to make. Whether it's a location, a name, or a date, write it down. Do not doubt it. Your spiritual GPS is now being downloaded directly from heaven. The decisions you make in the next 7 days will shift the next 7 years. Some move wisely. Speak intentionally. Rest often. You're no longer being rushed. You are being prepared. Divine timing is no longer a mystery to you. It's your lifestyle now. Type Amen to get blessing 171. People may begin asking how you did it, how you healed, how you elevated, how you rose from silence into power. And your answer will be simple. I followed the voice no one else could hear because it wasn't a voice of the world. It was the divine whisper within your soul, the one that told you to wait, to trust, and to release. And now that whisper has become a thunderous celebration in the heavens. You are no longer the one in waiting. You are now the one in overflow. Type Amen to get blessing. 181. Archangel Michael says, "This is the version of you that will not be denied. This is the version that will be remembered. This is the version that every enemy feared would awaken. And now you are awake fully, deeply, completely. And now that you're awake, the universe is bowing to your authority. The earth is aligning with your purpose, and the heavens are celebrating your rebirth. If you wish to express your support further before I continue, my beloved child, allow me to pause, for there is a sacred secret I've kept just for you, and now is the moment I choose to reveal it. I broke down in tears after I heard this prayer. Neve, would I cry again the first time I heard this prayer? I didn't expect much. I thought, how could something so simple make a difference? But the moment the words filled the air, I felt a shift deep within me. I couldn't stop the tears. Not because I was sad, but because I felt something I hadn't in a long time. Hope. All I did was listen to this 60-second prayer and recite the words. It was so easy, yet the impact was life-changing. It's like a door opened in my life, a door to wealth, opportunities, and blessings that had always seemed out of reach. Suddenly, things began to fall into place. Bills I'd been stressing over were paid with ease. Opportunities to earn more money appeared out of nowhere. This prayer didn't just change my finances, it changed me. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. Click here to listen to the prayer that changed everything. If you're struggling, if you're searching for a way to manifest the wealth and abundance you deserve, take 60 seconds. Just listen and recite. You never know. This prayer might change your life the way it changed mine. Don't wait another moment. Click the link in the description or comment section to unlock the secret. Click here to begin your transformation today, my beloved child. Now is the time to act. Step forward in faith. God bless you.